EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Huskies of San Antonio. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He's got this to Williams, complete. He's to the 15, and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. 72 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Huskies need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Brissett.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense,
well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
On that handoff, it's Achane.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
First down, Brissett.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Brissett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
To throw, Brissett. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Second and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Lou Headley now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Brissett now. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Brissett. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. 21-0 our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. the gun. Here's a give to Achane.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Right back to Achane on second down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. to throw again.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Finding Williams once more, complete. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Huskies take a 3-touchdown lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams
On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
and the Huskies continue to pull away here in this first half.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
In motion, Hill. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brissett sets to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brissett now on second down.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He completes it to Olave.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Huskies will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, Brissett, and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Brissett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Juju Brents.
And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown!
Juwan Johnson
from 6 yards away.
And the Huskies have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Huskies 49, Dolphins 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start?
And my goodness, another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Chris Olave.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Huskies take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one,
After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. Catch made by Slayton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
He's still on his feet.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brissett.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
Touchdown Dolphins.
Ramondre Stevenson
from 10 yards out.
And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and score. He's got it reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Brissett. And now here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Huskies 63, Dolphins 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And my goodness, another interception. Now the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A solid chunk there, 15 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to chomp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those
touchdown! Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Huskies continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Brissett. It's Hill, complete.
Room past the 35.
And some room to run now. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Brissett.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Sanders' kick is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Right side to Williams.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now
on first down. He'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Julian Love. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look.
And now here is another interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Olave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Huskies 77, Dolphins 24. Jake Elliott set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Antonio, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.